Yes, I don't have marker ना, तो उसको कैसे बताऊं, but you have to look at the diagram. Okay, so anterior belly is extending from digastric fossa. Again, below the genial tubercles, there are two small fossa on the right and the left side of the mandible, just in the median plane only. Okay, there are two fossa which are known as digastric fossa, which gives attachment to anterior belly of digastric. Anterior belly of digastric then extends downwards towards the hyoid bone. Okay. Now posterior belly of digastric is coming from mastoid notch. In the norma basalis, you have been shown mastoid process. Yes, mastoid process on the medial side, it has a notch or a fossa which is known as mastoid fossa, which gives attachment to the posterior belly of digastric. Now this posterior belly of digastric, it extends in front and downwards, and both these anterior and posterior belly, they meet here at the hyoid bone with the help of a intermediate tendon. इन दोनों के बीच में क्या प्रेजेंट होगा? इंटरमीडिएट टेंडन, जो कि हायोइड बोन से बंधा हुआ होगा बाय द इन्वेस्टिंग लेयर ऑफ डीप सर्वाइकल फेशिया. This investing layer of deep cervical fascia, it gives a facial sling which attaches this tendon to the hyoid bone. Okay, समझ में आया इतना? तो कौन कौन सा मसल देखा हमने? Mylohyoid, which forms the oral diaphragm, genohyoid, from genial tubercles to the hyoid, then digastric, anterior coming from the digastric fossa, posterior coming from the mastoid notch. Both are meeting at the intermediate tendon attached to the hyoid bone with the help of a facial sling. Now the one muscle here shown which is present just above the posterior belly, ये दोनों साथ में रन करती हैं, posterior belly and stylohyoid muscle. Stylohyoid, as the name suggests, it extends from styloid process which is present in norma basalis, a needle-like process, styloid process till the hyoid bone. So all these muscles are suprahyoid muscles. Okay, mylohyoid, genohyoid, anterior belly, posterior belly of digastric and stylohyoid. Now below this hyoid bone, what are you going to see? There is a membrane in white color in the median region. हम median region की बात कर रहे हैं. There is this thyrohyoid membrane extending from thyrohyoid cartilage to the hyoid. That is why the name thyrohyoid. Yes, thyrohyoid membrane. Then below this we have thyroid cartilage, important cartilage of larynx. Can you demarcate thyrohyoid cartilage? It is notched at the upper surface. Yes, meeting point of right and the left thyroid cartilage, it gives a prominence which is prominent in the male, which is known as Adam's apple. Level of thyroid cartilage is C4. Level of hyoid bone is C3. Then below this thyroid cartilage, again in the median region, we have cricothyroid membrane extending from cricoid cartilage to the thyroid cartilage, which is again shown in the white color, cricothyroid membrane. So cricothyroid membrane is extending from cricoid cartilage. So this C-shaped cartilage that you are going to see downwards, एक arch बना हुआ है. This is cricoid cartilage. Cricoid cartilage, cricothyroid cartilage is present where it is important cartilage of larynx. It is present at the level of C6. So ये C6 level है, एक important relation है इसका, because larynx continues into trachea at the level of lower border of body of C6 vertebrae. Pharynx continue into esophagus. It's a junction of pharynx and esophagus, C6, and the anterior tubercle of transverse process of C6 is known as carotid tubercle, because you can compress carotid artery against this tubercle. Yes. So C6 is important. Why? Because there are certain structure related to it. Yes. What are the structures present at this level? Junction of larynx and trachea, junction of esophagus and pharynx, and carotid tubercle of C6, where you can compress carotid artery. Now below this we have Bilobe structure, thyroid gland. Right and left lobe of thyroid gland are joined in the center by isthmus. The level of isthmus is second, third and fourth tracheal rings. Isthmus जो है वो क्या है? This is a connecting link between the two lobes which is present in the center. Okay, so these all are the important landmarks. Then we have strap muscles in the neck. These are the parallel muscles below the hyoid, which are the infrahyoid muscles, जो आप muscular triangle में अभी पढ़ेंगे. These strap muscles are sternohyoid, sternothyroid, thyrohyoid, and omohyoid. Omohyoid, it has two bellies, superior and inferior belly of omohyoid. Okay, so these forms the strap muscles of the neck region. They are running parallel. They have parallel fasciculi which are present in the both the right and the left side in the median plane. So these are the important landmarks. And why this region is important? Because important structures are there, important arteries, nerves, vessels are there. That is why. And most commonly swellings जो हम देखते हैं neck region में, like thyroglossal cyst, most importantly जो आपने पढ़ी होगी, goiter, yes, and there are swelling of lymph nodes, submandibular lymph nodes easily get inflamed because of the infection spread on the floor of mouth or tongue. So that is why we should be aware of structures present here in this region. So let's start with our topic. ये तो हमारे लैंडमार्क्स थे और मसल्स का हमने एक इंट्रोडक्शन लिया था. ओके, नाउ इंटीरियर ट्रायंगल का मैंने एक होल बाउंड्री आपको बताया कि क्या क्या बाउंड्रीज है. स्टर्नोक्लेडोमास्टॉइड, इंटीरियरली मीडियन लाइन, ऊपर मैंडिबल एंड लाइन एक्सटेंडिंग फ्रॉम मैंडिबल टिल द मास्टॉइड प्रोसेस and apex towards the suprasternal notch. Okay, now this triangle is again divided into four triangles. So there is one unpaired triangle, that is on the right and the left side. It is contributed from both the sides. So that is submental triangle present just below the chin. Then here in the mandible, below this mandible, base of the mandible, we have submandibular triangle or digastric, because it is bounded by the two muscles of the digastric, that is anterior and posterior belly of digastric. Then we have carotid triangle, and in the interior region we have muscular triangle. All are paired triangle except submental, which is contributed by both the side, right and left. So how the divisions of anterior triangle have been made? These are being made by the suprahyoid and infrahyoid muscles. That is posterior belly, anterior belly of omohyoid and superior belly of omohyoid. Basically, posterior belly and superior belly of omohyoid divides this triangle into four. Yes. You can make this diagram so that you will remember the boundaries. Let us discuss the boundaries of the submental triangle. So the number 4 which has been shown in this diagram is submental triangle. Yes, everybody, are you looking to the diagram? मैंने आपको सारी muscles बता दी हैं, ठीक है? Now you can tell the boundaries. Just below the chin, that is below the chin, submental. On the right and the left side, it is bounded by which belly of digastric? जो mandible से आ रही है, anterior belly of digastric. Yes. So on the right and the left side, submental triangle is bounded by anterior belly of digastric. Apex is directed towards the chin. It is attached to the lower border of the symphysis mentae. Yes, it is attached to the symphysis mentae. And base is formed by which bone is there? Hyoid. Okay. So right and the left side, anterior belly of digastric, apex, meeting point of these two muscles, right and left side, at the symphysis mentae, and base is formed by hyoid. Floor here, I told you floor of oral cavity is formed by, oral diaphragm is formed by mylohyoid. So floor of submental is formed by mylohyoid. रूफ सबका कॉमन है, जितना भी ये ट्राइंगल है, रूफ सबका स्किन, सुपरफिशियल फेशिया, इन्वेस्टिंग लेयर ऑफ deep fascia. In superficial fascia will have platysma, cervical branch of the facial nerve, transverse cutaneous nerve of neck, and anterior jugular vein. All these structures are same for all the triangles. Okay, investing layer forms the roof of anterior triangle. You have to be attentive also while drawing the diagram. So we have discussed roof, floor. क्या बनाएगा इसका? Submental triangle का mylohyoid muscles. So what are the boundaries of submental? In anterior belly of digastric, meeting point of both forms the apex and hyoid bone forms the base. Now the second one is number 1, which is digastric triangle. Why the name? Because it is bounded by anterior and posterior belly of digastric. It is also known as submandibular. Why it is known as submandibular? Yes, below the mandible, or it important content here is submandibular salivary gland. Now what are the boundaries of submandibular triangle? ये तुम्हारे ये yes, look in front. Anteriorly and inferiorly. Antero-inferior boundary is formed by which muscle is this on the anterior side? एक V बन रहा है, तो V का interior क्या है? Anterior belly of digastric. Posterior-inferior boundary is formed by posterior belly of digastric. Yes. Meeting point of these two at the hyoid bone forms apex, and its base is formed by yes, base of mandible until the mastoid. Roof same है, nesting layer of deep cervical fascia. Floor. So anterior part of the floor here is formed by mylohyoid muscle, then hyoglossus muscle, and posterior small part is contributed by middle constrictor. You can write also. Okay, mylohyoid, then we have, you can make a box mylohyoid इसी के अंदर, and then hyoglossus and middle constrictor forms the floor. So this is second triangle. What are the boundaries? Antero-inferiorly it is bounded by anterior belly, posterior-inferiorly by posterior belly, above by base of mandible and line extending to the mastoid process, and below by the meeting point of both the bellies are hyoid bone. Yes. Now the second triangle here, number 2 triangle, इसकी अलग से class होगा, पूरा content will be discussed अलग से because it's important triangle, important structures are there in this triangle. What are the boundaries of this triangle? Posteriorly, anterior border of sternocleidomastoid, superiorly and anteriorly. So anterior superior boundary is formed by posterior belly of digastric, and antero-inferiorly it is formed by yes, very good, superior belly of omohyoid. Where these muscles are meeting? At the hyoid bone. Posterior belly of digastric and superior belly of omohyoid are meeting at hyoid bone. So these muscles bounds carotid triangle. Important structure जो है यहाँ पे, why the name carotid? Common carotid artery enclosed in the carotid sheath is present here. Now the last one is muscular triangle. Number 3. Anterior boundary is anterior median line. Then superiorly superior belly of omohyoid. Inferiorly sternocleidomastoid. Superiorly superior belly, below sternocleidomastoid, anteriorly anterior median line. Why it is known as muscular triangle? Because जो infrahyoid muscles है, they are present here. So इसका main content यही है, infrahyoid muscles. इसकी superficial fascia में anterior jugular vein रहती है, and which may meet at the suprasternal notch by a jugular venous arch. So these are the 4 divisions of anterior triangle. Should I repeat? Yes. So anterior triangle is divided by digastric and omohyoid into 4 triangles. So the first one is which is unpaired submental. What are the boundaries? It is bounded by right and left, anterior belly of digastric, apex at symphysis mentine, meeting point of these two, and base is formed by hyoid bone. Floor is formed by mylohyoid. Then digastric triangle, anterior-inferiorly anterior belly, posterior-inferiorly posterior belly of digastric, meeting point of these two at height of apex, and base forms the superior boundary or the inferior border of the mandible, and line extending from the angle of mandible till the mastoid process. Floor is mylohyoid, hyoglossus, and middle constrictor. In the second one, carotid triangle, antero-superiorly posterior belly, antero-inferiorly superior belly of omohyoid, and posteriorly anterior border of sternocleidomastoid. यहाँ फ्लोर जो बनता है वो thyroid, then hyoglossus, middle constrictor, inferior constrictor. Basically जो thyroid जो है ये पूरा यहाँ पे muscular triangle से extend करके यहाँ तक जाएगा carotid triangle. Then muscular triangle is bounded by anteriorly anterior median line, posterior superiorly by omohyoid, superior belly of omohyoid, and posterior inferiorly by the anterior border of sternocleidomastoid. जब आप डिसेक्शन करेंगे तो आपको कुछ इस तरीके से दिखेगा. नाउ यू विल बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई, आई होप यू विल बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई द डिविजन्स ऑफ एंटीरियर ट्रायंगल विद द हेल्प ऑफ दीज मसल्स. ठीक है, जो वी बनता है इस रीजन में दैट इज फॉर्म बाय द बेलीज ऑफ डाइगेस्ट्रिक. अगेन इन द लोअर पार्ट हायोइड बोन में अगर एक ओब्लिक मसल रन करिए दैट विल बी सुपीरियर बेली ऑफ ओमोहयोid व्हिच विल पास बिलो द sternocleidomastoid and meet inferior belly at by an intermediate tendon which is being attached to the clavicle by a fascial sling. Now here important thing is inferior belly का origin क्या है, कहाँ से attached है inferior belly? Anyone, किसी ने पढ़ा हो? ये important viva question भी है. It is attached to, यहाँ इसमें किसी से भी related नहीं है. हाँ हाँ sciatic कहाँ से आया? Some notch is there, yes. What notch? Suprascapular notch at the superior border of scapula. Notch देखा है superior border पे U shape notch रहता है, so it gives attachment to inferior belly of omohyoid. So what is number one here? Number one, मेरा number one. Geno. How genohyoid? How come genohyoid? It is present below hyoid. Any oblique muscles extending from hyoid, passing below sternocleidomastoid, superior belly of omohyoid. Number 3 is, you will not be able to tell, this is thyrohyoid. ठीक है, यहाँ दो स्ट्रेप मसल्स हैं जो सुपीरियर प्लेन में रहती है, सुपीरियर बेली ऑफ ओमोहयोid एंड स्टर्नोहयोid. And in the deeper plane, at the upper part, you will be able to see thyrohyoid. So number 3 is thyrohyoid, and below this will be sternothyroid. एक लाइन इनको डिमार्केट करती है, which is present thyroid cartilage. Okay, एक oblique लाइन होती है thyroid cartilage पे, जिसके ऊपर तो रहेगी thyrohyoid और नीचे रहेगी sternothyroid. Number 2 is sternohyoid. These are the strap muscles. These are the strap muscle. Number 1 is superior belly of omohyoid. Number 2 is sternohyoid. Number 3 is thyrohyoid. And number 4 is sternothyroid. Demarcation सबको समझ में आए? Boundaries. So roof of anterior triangle. Now you'll be able to tell skin. You have to start. कहीं पर भी कोई भी structure, roof, कोई भी area, space पढ़ते, you have to start from the superficial part. That is from the skin. Then superficial fascia. Then contents of superficial fascia, and then deep cervical fascia in the form of investing layer. What are the contents in the superficial fascia? Anterior jugular vein, platysma muscle, and facial nerve का branch आएगा cervical and transverse cutaneous nerve. So this I have already told you. This suprahyoid infrahyoid muscles are there which demarcates the anterior triangle. These are the attachment of suprahyoid muscles. In the center, geniohyoid. On the both the side, mylohyoid. Then two bellies of digastric. Boundaries of anterior triangle divided by digastric and superior belly into following. Now one by one, boundaries we have already covered. So now only we have to study contents. Okay. So what are the content of submental triangle? Nothing important. The most important are there are 3 to 4 submental lymph nodes. ये तुम्हारे साइड में जो है उसको उठाओ. Yes. कहाँ देख रहे हो तुम? Yes. सामने देखो. In the submental region, there are 3 to 4 submental lymph nodes. Then submental veins, they combine here and continue as anterior jugular veins. So tributaries of anterior jugular vein are present here in the form of submental veins. So clinical associated here in the submental triangle, enlargement of these lymph nodes because of the infection of tongue or floor of the mouth or incisors. Why? Because it drains. You can write dash karke, you can write, because you will not be able to remember like this. It drains tip of the tongue, anterior part of floor of mouth and incisor teeth. So any infection in this area will cause swelling in the submental lymph nodes. Tip of tongue, floor of mouth and incisors. How many? There are 2 to 3 numbers. 2 to 3, 3 to 4 only. Enlargement of lymph nodes may occur because of infection of tongue, incisors and floor of mouth. Now second one is digastric. I hope you remember the boundaries. We will revise it later. Now what are the contents here? Here important content I told you is submandibular glands. Okay. Now the submandibular gland is divided into superficial and the deeper part by the presence of a ligament, stylomandibular ligament. This is a thickening of investing layer. Stylomandibular ligament extends from styloid process to the angle of the mandible posteriorly. यहाँ नहीं दिखेगा अभी. Angle of mandible से लेके ऊपर styloid तक. तो इसमें जो posterior part है, that is from the angle to the mastoid process. जो posterior part के content है वो अलग है और anterior part के content अलग है. What I am trying to say, stylomandibular ligament divides this digastric triangle into 2 parts, anterior and posterior. ठीक है? So now these are the content of anterior part. What are the contents? सबसे important submandibular salivary gland, submandibular lymph, yes, gland, submandibular lymph nodes, and tapering end of parotid is also seen here in the posterior part, parotid gland. यहाँ पे हमने क्या किया है, सारे glands को एक साथ कर दिया है. ठीक है, submandibular gland पे lower part of the parotid gland, submandibular lymph nodes. What are the vessels here? Important vessels. Facial artery is a branch of external carotid artery. It is present deeper to the submandibular gland. So when you will study submandibular region, then again ये आपको बताया जाएगा what are the structures present superficial and deeper. So what is the relation of facial artery here? It is deeper to the submandibular gland. Facial vein is superficial. You can also see in the diagram. Artery जो है वो इसके deeper surface से आ रहा है और vein जो है इसके superficially जा रही है. ठीक है? Then submental artery in the anterior region of this triangle and mylohyoid vessels also in the anterior region. Now what are the nerves present here? Important nerve, hypoglossal nerve, which is the 12th cranial nerve. It supplies the muscles of tongue. It forms a loop here, hypoglossal nerve, and nerve to mylohyoid anteriorly. So lower part में anteriorly जो loop form में दिखेगा, that will be the hypoglossal, and here just on the surface of the mylohyoid you are going to see mylohyoid nerve. So what are the structure in the interior part? क्या क्या structures रहेंगे interior part के अंदर? Superficial part of submandibular gland, then submandibular lymph nodes which are shown here in the green color, then hypoglossal nerve जो एक loop form कर रही है इसके ऊपर, and mylohyoid nerve, facial artery present below it, facial vein present above it. Yes. Now the structure, what are the structures present behind at the posterior region? So वो होंगे अपने external carotid artery, contents of carotid sheet and structures present external and internal carotid artery के बीच में. ठीक है? Now common carotid sheath, external carotid artery, internal carotid artery के structures जो हैं वो आप कब पढ़ेंगे? Carotid triangle में. So here you just write the three contents are present: the posterior region, external carotid artery, carotid sheath with its content, and structures present between external and internal carotid artery. External carotid, ये सब सेम ही है, बहुत सारे नाम नहीं है. Common carotid will divide into external and internal carotid. ठीक है, तो इसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. एंड एक वेन जो यहाँ बड़ी वेन दिख रही है पोस्टीरियरली, कौन सी वेन होगी जो कैरोटिड ट्रायंगल का इंपॉर्टेंट कंटेंट है? इंटरनल जगुलर वेन. एक्सटर्नल जगुलर वेन हमने कहाँ देखी थी? posterior triangle in the superficial fascia. Internal jugular vein is the important content of carotid triangle. So these are the structures which are present in the posterior part of digastric. Okay. Now clear the confusion. Now tell me the content of digastric. अगर आप dissection करेंगे तो आप क्या-क्या देखेंगे वहाँ पे? क्या-क्या structures locate करेंगे? Submandibular salivary gland, submandibular. That is in the posterior, the lower part of the parotid. The apex will be there, directed downwards. इसमें भी दिख रहा है पीछे की तरफ parotid gland. Then submandibular lymph nodes, facial artery, facial vein, submental, mylohyoid nerve in the interior part, and the loop will be formed by hypoglossal nerve. ठीक है. And जब carotid triangle आप करेंगे, then you will extend upwards and you will be able to see external carotid, carotid sheath, and internal jugular. Muscular triangle. Boundaries I already told you. Now structures. कौन-कौन से structures हैं? All the infrahyoid muscles: sternohyoid, omohyoid, sternothyroid, and thyrohyoid. TOS. You can remember these names by TOS. Sternohyoid and omohyoid, sternothyroid, and thyrohyoid. So sternohyoid, as the name suggests, it is extending from, have you studied that sternum, manubrium, anterior and posterior attachment? तो posterior attachment याद है? Sternohyoid, sternothyroid. So anteriorly sternohyoid, posteriorly sternothyroid. So it extends from the manubrium of sternum to the hyoid bone. Sternohyoid. Sternothyroid extends from this manubrium of sternum to the hyoid, to the thyroid. Sternothyroid. So that is thyroid cartilage, at the oblique line of thyroid cartilage. Thyrohyoid. Thyroid cartilage, oblique line of thyroid cartilage to the hyoid bone. Omohyoid, hyoid to the intermediate tendon, in superior belly, suprascapular notch to the intermediate tendon, inferior belly of omohyoid. So you can remember content of muscular triangle by the word TOS. So ये TOS में जितने भी alphabets they are supplied by ansa cervicalis. Ansa cervicalis एक loop है which is contributed by the anterior primary hemisphere C1, C2, C3. It is present in the roof of carotid triangle. So ansa cervicalis supplies all the muscles of this muscular triangle except T, that is thyrohyoid, which is directly supplied by the C1 through hypoglossal nerve. C1 fibers run with the hypoglossal nerve and supply thyrohyoid muscles. So TOS, all the muscles supplied by ansa cervicalis except thyrohyoid T, which is supplied by C1 via hypoglossal nerve.